Yo, what's happening, everybody? Hope everybody is doing well. Just jump up to the top of the chat over here. Sorry, a little miscombobulated. Got everything all technically back up and running again. But first in the chat, Brother Ubi, good to see you. Good live stream earlier today. Burnt Relics in the house. Time Surfing Alien, what's up, brother? Brian Phelps, hope all is well. Avery, what's up? Good to see you, brother. Sorry, I've been missing your stuff lately. I was trying to get my computer all sorted out since last Friday, I think, or Thursday. But if you're not subscribed to Music and Gear, go check him out. Join his Discord. He's giving away a Fender player Strat, really nice one too. So head on over, check him out. Hey, John, no worries. You and Steve are in church. Say one for me, because I was doing a lot of cursing this week trying to get this computer back up and running. Hey, David, what's up, brother? Good to see you. That's funny you actually say that. If you haven't seen, there's a poll. I was actually looking into it. You can turn this crown thing off, and I know some live streams, I guess, like it goes fast enough and it goes back and forth where people are constantly swapping the crown. So I don't know if you all really care about it too much, especially in this live stream or not. But one way to surefire lock in this is a super chat. Just saying. Hey, Tom F, what's up? Good to see you. 2 yards in the house. What's up, brother? No worries. See you in a little bit. Enjoy dinner. And CD Nelson, what's up, man? Hey, Robbie F, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, I definitely been looking forward to it too, because I didn't even know if this was going to happen tonight. Hey, what's up? Keith, good to see you. Thank you for asking. She's doing much better. That added to the mix of down computers and lost files and all that stuff like that definitely made for a bang your head up against the wall week. Hey, Casey Lee, good to see you. Hey, Rock Daddy, what's up, brother? Hope all's well. Jade Guitars in the house. What's up, man? Got a Birdman here too. Good to see you again. Michael Kraus, good to see you, my friend. What's up, Ryan? Hope all is well. Mark Spurgeon, good to see you, my friend. Timothy Richards, hope all is well. Hey, it's like the pressure, like the more pressure you put on a piece of coal, you can make a diamond. Well, the more pressure you put on a guitar neck, right, you can make it totally solid. If you haven't seen, Chris got our TWT neck and posted a short today of him gluing it back up. It just gives you a point to hype the thing up, the crown thing. Yeah, just the more you talk, the more the super chats you do, it gives you a bigger crown. It doesn't give you anything. It doesn't even tell you after the stream, like for me purposes of who gets like who had the most. Like a translate button over here. Sorry. I don't see anything that translates that, but hello? Goats on the roof. What's up, brother? Hope all is well. Pressure from a newborn would break a Gibson neck headstock. Oh, Rayan. Yeah, so this is the every other live stream, the really off the rails type of thing. So we also get to do this today. We get to gift out 5 more memberships for the month. They should be popping up on the screen now. We have Jim Himes. Ryan YT. I'm not going to do that for every single one. Johnny 3 Bar. Steve Reeser. And Jimmy Bider. So I do apologize if anybody does throw out any super chats. Being that the whole computer system went down, so did the Stream Deck. So I don't have any sounds loaded up or anything like that. Just got basically almost all the stuff back up and running probably about 6 o'clock today. So yeah, so that ordeal is, and before we get into that, let's do our thanking of our wonderful Patreons over here: Brant Yeager, Casey Lee, David Chesnov, the Ubi, Sam Witzel, Tim the Tooth, Marsha T, 13 Souls, Chris Jameson, Chris Nelson, David Leslie, Rob F, Steve Gunner, Tom F, Marcel LeBlanc, Silent Union, Keith Melendez, Innie's World, Brother Ed Nugent, Strings and Pucks, Brian Phelps, Grandpa Joe, and Robert Cron back in the game. Almost did that without a breath. I should have taken a deeper breath then, but. And just for all of you keeping track, we are only $383 away from giving away our Green Reaper. Thank you to Marcel LeBlanc, CD Nelson, David, Dastardly Dave, Stephen Cassidy Guitar, The Ubi, 13 Souls, Robert Cron, 3J Music, and Mark Spurgeon. Thank you so much. Yeah, so for any of you that aren't involved in our Discord, you don't get half of the news that's going on around here. So you should scan that QR code, jump in Discord, and find out all the good stuff that's going on. Oh, thank you so much, man. I think there's like 1 or 2 sound effects built into this thing over here. That, there you go. You got the magical twinkle. Do apologize that the sound game is not going to be on point for today. So, but yeah. So if you aren't in the Discord, you don't know the entire. Do I have? I think it's downstairs. The entire drive of that has all of my videos on it, all the sound effects, all the clips and stuff like that. Everything that's completely backed up, thought I had lost it. So going backwards from that, we actually had a issue with an ad blocker that was blocking Google as a trusted site on Chrome, and I need Chrome for EV Mux, so I can't use anything else. And I tried with all the tech guys in Discord, then Best Buy, because I have the Geek Squad protection on this thing, then Apple, because I have Apple Care on it through the Best Buy Total Tech, and couldn't get the ad blocker removed at all. Done all these different things, reloaded the Mac OS, all this stuff like that. So what I had done was I copied all of my videos that I have yet to do onto that drive and did a factory reset on the computer. I wasn't advised by anybody to do that, but I knew that would probably, hopefully, get rid of it. So luckily, it did get rid of the ad blocker. What happened was the drive wasn't hooked up to the computer, so I couldn't understand why it disappeared. But the files weren't showing up anymore. The volume wasn't even showing up as 4 terabytes used. It was only showing up as 36 megabytes. So I thought that the entire drive was completely lost. So I contacted, last ditch effort, Samsung, because they're the ones that make my portable drive. They run me through a couple of things, and they asked me some questions too, and they asked if anything had changed. Also, the drive came with an app that they no longer support, and there's a new app, so that kind of had an issue with it too. But when I told them when I went through the factory reset, what happened was all the permissions had been reset too, and there was no longer allowed to, I guess, for the app to be seen through the drive, because the drive was encrypted. So I had to do all these things where I started the MacBook in safe mode and then was able to change it so that it wasn't encrypted anymore. Then I was allowed to give permission to the app to be seen through extensions and all this stuff like that, and yada, yada, yada. Got all my files back, thankfully, because I was completely fried, and I lost 7 videos because I went through, of course, the one time that I get ahead and I crushed a bunch of videos. They might not even be great videos, but nonetheless, 7 videos. One of them actually being, so not one of them, but an hour, I think I told you last week, an hour and a half filming, and the app, instead of hitting stop on record, I got a message through the app, which I don't know why it would have popped up. I think it's because I changed the orientation, so it kind of jarred it. But when I was going to hit stop, that's where the message was. So I exited out of the camera and had to refilm. So that was really 3 hours worth of work, but 6 videos. Totally thought that I was lost. I was so frazzled, I probably almost would have said, I'm done with this. Like, been kicked in the face so much lately with YouTube and just filming and content creating and all this stuff like that, that I was definitely fried. But that came up with my kind of the idea of tonight of Burnout, guitar playing and stuff like that. So it kind of, in a way, kind of helped with that. So yes, the files are back and up and running. Jump back in the chat over here to see. Hey, CMBR, good to see you. Steve Reeser, what's up, man? Hope all is well. I always put 9s on a Strat. I just try some 10s and hate it. I'm dropping back down to 9s myself. I used to do 10s all the time because one of those, definitely one of those misnomers. I always thought that I broke strings because I needed heavier set of heavier gauge, and I'm not really a hard. I'm definitely a softer player than I was before, but I definitely never like was beat to death on them either. Come to find out, is sloppy nuts and bad saddles were the culprit of snapping the strings. So definitely, I'm working my way down to nines. Hey, Greasy Monkey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Ryan Hall, what's up, brother? Yeah, so as I'm scrolling through, so Saturday's video I think is gonna get edited pretty quick because I also had some of the editing done on some of those videos because when you film for an hour and a half or 2 hours and you spit out all this work and then you find out that it wasn't captured, when you go back and you do it again, it's like almost like you remember everything that you just said, so it's not as bad. So the editing was actually easier. So that's what I should probably just do, is just shoot a video twice. But yeah, so Saturday's video is actually going to be on the that small little GP. They call it the Valentin 5. It looks like the same thing as the Pocket Master. If you've seen like the software for the Pocket Master and how all the blocks look like the same, it's identical. And I looked it up while JoJo Fyrox's premiere was the other day. She did it on the Pocket Master. We're gonna do one too eventually because you might as well. You've seen a million about them anyway. But while her premiere was going on, I looked up the manual for that and the manual for the GP5 Valentin, and all the blocks in it are pretty much identical. Like the wording in the manual. There's some extra things with the Pocket Master that the GP5 doesn't have, but like what they're modeled after, like the distortions and the drives and even the amp models, it's word for word like the same in the manual. So they're basically the same exact thing. Done reset to start. Yeah, so I'm definitely. I mean, truthfully, my drive, it really isn't necessarily, I guess you would call in IT terms, a backup, because a backup would mean that it's somewhere else. And yes, the final video is up on YouTube, so you could always pull it off of YouTube, but all the unedited videos, all the overlays or anything that you used on it are, in that. So gonna be looking into possibly having a secondary backup to what I was considering a backup. But yo, Tim, what's up, man? Good to see you. So yeah, so that is coming up, and the funny thing is, like, even if I was talking about like if I was going to be done with this whole thing, I still couldn't be out of YouTube for almost a month because of all the sponsored stuff I got. I'm not going to do any unboxings tonight because that is a regular. This is the off the rails type of situation over here. Thank you so much, man. I went to go to the Stream Deck and I can't even do that for you. So, yeah. So I do have one thing because it's kind of cool because it's going to be used for the GP5. Is this little, I call it a WIDI. It's a Wi-Fi MIDI transmitter thing, and think I'll probably do the part 2 of the GP5 video mid next week using that before I get to the other sponsored content. Because to me, that's something that's different that some people might not know about, how to control the GP5, and might actually, and then we could also springboard that into the Pocket Master. But so that's sponsored. And we got some other stuff too. If you don't know, because you're not, I was on the Discord too. The winner has been chosen. Or I might have said it last week. I'm not sure. Marcel, Patreon winner, has chosen this fine looking instrument to go to him. Trying to be gentle with it. So I have so much stuff to do. I don't even know if I ultimately probably will just wind up sending that, because I don't know. I mean, I could film it and just not put it up, but I don't know when I'll actually be able to get to it. So the Steve Vai is still in the running for any of you. That's shameless plug right here. If you want to get in on the Patreon over there, check it out. See how you can win guitars and pedals and all that good stuff. Yeah, so Keith used to use 11s and he's dropping down to 10s. It is a labor of love, I guess you would say. Although I do tell you that not being able to access my computer, not being able to edit videos, not being able to really shoot videos because my audio interface wasn't be able to connect, because the computer literally, so to originally thinking that the videos got deleted, we ran through I forgot what the name of the, but something like a disk drill, something that goes and looks for files. Started it Saturday, 8 p.m. and thought at 9 p.m. when the dog bit down on the drive and yanked it out of the computer that was being scanned, I thought possibly right then and there that all the files would have been gone no matter what. Plugged it back in, ran through a scan, watched that thing. It was like watching paint dry. If anybody's ever done a data recovery thing like that, from Saturday, basically 9 p.m. starting again, till 3 a.m. this morning, because the dogs got me up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to the bathroom. Came up here, checked, found out that none of the files were recovered. Yeah. But getting back to that, all I had to do was, basically come up here and practice like 1 hour a day. And I was actually really content with that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's running on Instagrams. I see, yeah, I see comments there. I think the way EV Mux works though is that your comment will come up on here. It's also on Twitch too, but Sloppy Nuts and Bad Saddle is a good name for it. So there he is. What's up, Roy? Good to see you. So I'm going to try this thing. I don't know how this one really works either too. This function over here. If it actually, I don't know. I've never seen anybody use this, so I don't even know. That probably is going to screw up everything. So, but yeah, if you haven't seen, there's a poll going on. Answer that, please, if you want to get rid of these crowns or not, if you like them or not. But I know when it's an entertaining chat and it's like going like crazy in some of these YouTubers where there's like, 20, 30 people at a time, people super chatting left and right, it like drives people to get that crown. But um, I wish it told you like who had the crown at the end of a stream. I would like, maybe do like a something like where it was like a fun little Pocket Master giveaway or something like that. So yeah, so get also with the Pocket Master 2, go to the Discord in the AV Club. There is a link in there. Click on it, and you'll get entered into it. And it's just like a Discord giveaway. Strictly, it's just trying to drive people to force you to start talking with us and chatting with us. But please, I don't state it enough, but don't go in there with your sister's, mother's, brother's, father's, second cousin's account and try to up your increase your chances. All the giveaways really, it's for the people. So when we do a giveaway on the channel and I post the link over there, don't sign on like under multiple emails and trying to win. Like, if you want that type of karma to screw out, for $100 guitar or $30 pedal or something like that, from all these people in the chat, then hey, I always believe in good karma. I feel like that's why Marsha wins so much damn stuff on every channel, because she's just such a good human being that karma in, karma out. Valve and Sonic Cake, and yeah, I mean they're all. But even when you look at the blocks too, it extends throughout the entire line of everything. Like the icons look almost very similar to Flatten. Flattens is the same as NUX, and then you have the whole Donner, Fesley, Leo James with those silver boxes, and now MVave I think has it too, and somebody else. MVave has a Pocket Master that looks very similar. I think they're all very similar. I don't know if they use different chipsets, like like to get premium ones on there, stuff like that. But there you go. Could have you do the sound. I'll send you the link. You could do the sound effects person. I could have you shoot in. Well, it's not really for um, using it. It's using it for a controller. It's not for transferring sound over. Like I wouldn't use it for a MIDI controller. You'll see what's intention is for. Hey, Tyler. Sorry if I'm missing some of you two people. The chat's going so fast. Felix's faux air guitars. There you go. Hey, Jeremy. Good to see you. I don't know if I just said that. I was just laughing at Ubi's comment. I got to noodle around for a little bit. It definitely is a sweet guitar. Scrolling through. Need to, yeah, man. Just send me email or on the Discord. No problems whatsoever. The great thing about EV Mux is you can sign in and set up everything and mess around with it and not even have to worry about it. I don't think EV Mux has a time limit. I don't think they have a max for the month. Like I think StreamYards was like 10 hours on the free version if you do free. And I think they have a two 2-hour max. Doesn't stop you from starting up again, but it will cut you off at 2 hours. Oh man, thank you so much. Tommy Likey. Tommy want wingy. Again, sorry if you missed. The Eevee Mucks ain't up to snuff. Be working on that this weekend. I think I'm not 4 minutes. Thought I was so close to getting to through. Oh man. Well, wish you all the best of luck in your endeavors. Oh, did I miss Brant? I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, there he is. What's up, man? Good to see you. Well, we are here. We have our files back. So yeah, it's definitely a much better day than when the dog was running around with the hard drive in his mouth. All right, cool. So I think we got. I don't know if people are answering. See, the problem is you can't tell what's in the. So we're gonna end the poll, and it looks like 57% say get rid of. The thingamabobber. So we'll get rid of that, and then we'll check and see later on if you guys want to bring it back. So yeah, so the way, just to explain to you how the question and answer thing worked, is it doesn't really look like it works too well because I can't display it until I get to it in here, but at least in the YouTube software over here, you could see people answering directly to that question and answer thing. So I figured I'd give it a try, but I'm sure people are answering it in the chat anyway. So I thought it would have been cool to see if like it sent like direct messages or anything like that. So, but here we go. Practice routine: scales, chord tones to warm up, then play a song like, and I don't, then play a song I don't like since I learned something different that way. That's pretty interesting. Hey, Guitar Bob, good to see you. If you hang on a second. Don't mind the mess. The inside joke. I know the camera puts on a couple 100 pounds, but so depending on the size, depending on the fit of it, like this one's a little accentuates the boobs a little bit, but I'm actually a medium. I know I haven't been in like a medium since like 8th grade, but that's what happens when you're not drinking as much and you're not in the firehouse anymore, eating all that food. But that's a extra large. So I told him, don't worry about it. I said if I'm still making videos, then it'll be like a nightshirt for the on-screen wife. Yeah, definitely. I have definitely learned a lot of tech support through mistakes. Let's see if we can get caught up. So there you go. That is very true. I still have a video to get out too about some things like aha moments that I have. So I finally got that video back. So I'm gonna try to not bombard people so much with videos, but done with really trying to figure out YouTube so much as far as 1, 2, max 3 videos a week. I first of all I couldn't keep up with that. Did that pace in the very beginning, but I don't want to. There's posting too much. Like if you post like 5, 6 videos a week, two on a day, YouTube crushes it, and at the same time, it almost seems like that if you post a video and then you post something too soon after, like it kind of goes nowhere too. But wash it in hot water and dry in extra hot uh, temperatures too. Actually, being that you brought that up, a good thing for any of these types of shirts, especially through the fourth wall, things like that, anything with the like that's not I forget I think it's silk screened. So like if it's like an image that's put on, you want to take your shirt inside out when you dry it because it will not get the blast of heat and will not crack it and it'll last a lot longer. No worry, Metal Grew. It's mostly me trying to catch up. Yeah, I mean, they are always constantly changing things, and I think they're changing things and not telling people they're changing things. I don't think it has happened here because I don't know. I think it probably on bigger live streams. They're actually now starting to run ads next to it. So, like, I'll slide off to one side and an ad will run. So, they're trying to get, I guess, ad revenue that way, which in a way is not a bad thing. It mutes the video because I've seen it on one big YouTuber so far. It mutes the person talking, it runs the ad, and then eventually you get the skip, which doesn't really help because if you skip ads, then that person doesn't get the ad revenue anyway. But I guess if it's an interesting ad, you're gonna, or if that person's not doing anything on the live stream at that moment, you watch the ad. But it seems like they're trying to do a little bit more to help live streamers because a lot more people are doing it. Yeah, I mean, there's so many cases of like you look at the Lamb, OU812 crew, Ubi, anybody that's doing lives, they're not getting pushed because they don't have regular content for YouTube to run ads. Even if you're not monetized, YouTube actually likes that more. Everyone has always said that you get your stuff pushed so much more when you're not monetized because basically YouTube is running ads on it for free. You're not getting any cut of that. Once you get to that monetization mark, then that's when they start to it seems like it hurts you, but yeah, but also at the same time, I mean, if you're running like I run a 2 hour live stream, so yeah, it's gonna bump up your watch hours. But after you're at that point, your watch hours don't matter. Once you've hit that goal, that monetization thing. I mean, to maintain it, to stay at the 4,000 mark, you would probably have to do it. But also, if you're doing regular videos too, I think even now, if you subtracted my uh, live stream hours, I would have enough through just watch hours because people just start watching your stuff more. You have more videos. So, but you don't get paid on per hour anyway. So, like, that's the thing. That's a good way to do it too, is to hang dry the shirts. But yeah, well, I mean, unless you're, first of all, I don't think any big YouTubers like Phil McKnight has like 2,000 in a live stream, which that guy's he sucks because I mean we have 46 here right now, and I'm close to 2,000 subs. He's at 400,000 subs. So if you do the math, 200, 2,000, take 50. He should have 10,000 people in his live stream. So that shows you how bad he really is. Tear down the ground. Thank you, man, so much. Holy Santa Claus shit. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Sorry, I gotta do my own sound effects tonight. So, but yeah, so paying for premium is good because there's still a section of the revenue that you see for a YouTuber that shows you that somebody watched that is like I'll have like maybe like 5 cents from YouTube Premium, which means that somebody's watching is a premium. YouTube's supposed to, yeah, yeah. If you're getting in to get paid, it's definitely. Sorry, there's a helicopter going over the house. Yeah, I try to catch him live on his Friday. Cool. All right, so we caught up. So I'm just gonna do the question. If you guys don't know, in the Patreon, I try to do it every Tuesday, which I think I might move to Monday, so it gives you more time. We have a question answer thing. You can ask a question, and we can put it up on the screen like this one right here. From Malachi asking if I've ever tried the Dean ML or the Razorback. Played, looked, sounded, and if I tried any of their Dean guitars, I've really never been able to get past the. Don't mean this if it offends anybody. The ugly headstock that the Deans have. The split one I'm talking about. It does not. I like the look of all the guitars that they make. They can come up with a regular type of looking headstock, then it might be a seller. But Roy's chanting "Take down the crown." I mean, I have to do it after the live stream because it's already up. Can't change it. So, but yeah, don't spend. Yeah, that's why. One basically, especially a channel my size, one super chat pays for the entire revenue that a live stream will make. And I don't turn on ads after either, because if you really want to watch this stuff after and listen to me, then more power to you. You should not be interrupted. So yeah, you could just cut them off, but uh, nothing a scroll saw could take. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy Wire, what's up, man? So I was actually interested in finding out what your practice routines were like, as far as like, do you have a regimen that you do every day? Do you have a regimen that, like, you do scale work this day, arpeggios the next day? Do you just play songs? Because I kind of got inspired by this. A young gentleman, Roy Gaber, put me onto a channel recently that I wish I found sooner. It was Ben Eller, a very funny YouTuber. I believe he's a Nashville person. Does breakdowns of songs, like why you should learn these type of songs, but does a lot of lesson type stuff. Very very funny guy. So after that, I'd like to find out any other people that you watch, uh, to put people on to different types of creators out there that are teaching stuff. But like I'll go in, for instance, my first guitar teacher, or my only guitar teacher, basically set it up to our session was kind of like a practice almost, in a sense that it was probably 5 to 10 minutes of scale work. Then however long it took me to get through the weeks of sight reading, because it was he emphasized sight reading as well, which I'm going to get back into. I've dabbled in it back and forth recently, but I kind of like it because I feel like it's almost like a brain teaser. And then probably the last whatever one of being 15, 10 minutes, whatever, of a song. So I would give him a song, and he would actually tab it out in front of me in increments, and then would come back the following week and play what he tabbed out, and then he would do some more. And yeah, it was very condensed, and I believe it was 30 minutes. And back then it was $25. So anybody that's looking at guitar lessons these days, and if you're thinking like $50 is a lot of money, it's probably not. But I believe Ben Eller said that you should do 10 minutes of scale work, 10 minutes of arpeggios and chords, and then 10 to 20, I think 10 to 20 minutes of learning a song. So I thought that was kind of interesting that the learning a song seemed like it was almost into everybody's type of like practice goals. I don't know. Actually, I think I've favored the BC Rich headstocks over the Deans. Oh, we don't need no stack in practice. In my practice, I play badly in front of 10 to 15 people on a stream 3 times a week. Off stream, I work on songs and specific drills. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Warhol Arts used to have a practice routine and kind of fell off. Oh yes, and it was another 10 minutes. 10 minutes playing to a backing track or metronome. And he said when you're playing to a backing track, all backing tracks are really, basically played to a metronome. So you're still playing to a metronome. Yeah, Uncle Ben, very funny dude. I haven't touched a guitar in a couple of years, but getting better every day. Funny you say that is because I feel like that the on and off again has helped me a little bit in the sense of the muscle memory, I guess, is coming back. I don't think I ever learned all five positions of the minor scale, pentatonic scale. Probably knew like two or three, and was fumbling through obviously not the first one, because that's like the easiest one and the first one that they always teach you to play. Uh, and now I think I pretty much have them pretty good under my fingers. And I'll talk about something that has been helping me recently, um, which I don't know if I got from Ben or another creator. Herb says I start doing things like playing to a metronome and practicing scales, but it quickly turns into just noodling. I mean, that's a lot of times like that. That was the thing I was finding fun the past week was just playing the scales and just going back and forth and just noodling around with it. It didn't seem so much like I was just playing scales. I found learning drums helped my guitar skills a lot. I could see that because I have absolutely no rhythm whatsoever. I mean, you plugged in and you played, so I don't play enough anymore. I have two tubes coming out of my. Oh man, sorry to hear that. The lessons help me. What I don't know, back and check. But our regimen. Well, I'm going to get back to that um, in a little bit because that's also the second part of tonight's discussion. Practice was always plug and tape play on a band. Try it. See, I think you should do the opposite. I'm actually trying to start. That's why I started working on trying to eventually move back that way. Is to not do a live Wednesday night, just practicing stuff like that, but just if I come up here on Tuesday before Ubi's live and just go live and just shoot the shit and practice. But I think it actually makes you probably better if you might not be competent. And then also you'll probably get some hater douchebag comments that come in and say, you suck or whatever like that. And then at least you have somebody to banter with. Yeah, that's definitely trying to work my way to that too. Yeah, well, that's why I like the different style of guitars too, because you definitely feel a difference, especially if you could switch from like a shreddy flat Jackson to a Strat right away, or it's from like a Strat to a Gibson like right away. Just instantly do it, and you'll start like fumbling and bumbling, and you'll realize. Yeah. Um, yeah. So one of the things that I've actually found that has been helping me learn the positions better. And I probably should save it for a video, but uh, I don't know if it was, seeing my subscriptions probably, I forget who the other ones was. The Trying to scroll through and see if I can find who it might be. I think it was Ben Eller, or I think it's Sam Jam Guitar, which is like a very dryish voice, and you don't. I think like earlier of it, yeah, Sam Jam Guitar is the. You might see them on your home screen. They always look like. Let's see if I can actually share it. Gotta turn on settings. Sorry. This might not work because it wants me to reset the computer. Let's see. So you might have seen these like icons before on your home screen, stuff like that, and you don't ever see the person's face. I think like the earlier videos you did, but it's probably this one right here actually. Major, no, that's major scale. There's probably one. Yep, how to solo pentatonic. That might be the video. But is doing the scales and kind of emphasizing not only just the root note, but like where it starts. So like the second position starts on the third string with your first finger, and then it's 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 3, but moving up, starting off in those positions. But then when you go all the way back to the sixth string and the first string, is making your way back to a root note. Definitely helped with knowing where it starts and kind of getting that shape scale more down pat. And then also recognizing the shapes are very similar until you get to the B string. Like I call it the highway, is like once you crossed from the G to the B, anything that you were doing before in the pattern, if you're moving it up string by string, you got to move up 1 fret too. But then you continue on straight. So that's way too confusing. So, but yeah, so that is something that I was actually digging recently that definitely I feel like helped me blast through learning all the 5 positions. So back to, let's scroll back through first, see if anybody's. Well, that was another thing too. Is you need to think in intervals and shapes. Then you don't need to memorize patterns. Play patterns laid out as dots. Well, I think like if you get the patterns under your fingers, and then you start going. This is the first. This is the major second and major third, minor third, and start doing that. Then you start thinking that way. It's like building blocks instead of trying to get there. Because I feel like that's sometimes is people that teach understand it, and this is from me knowing, like as an experience of being a fire instructor, is I understand it, but I have to make them understand it. And just because I know what's coming out and what I'm saying, they don't understand it. So you got to start break it down Barney style, make it smaller. So first, get the pattern under, then get the intervals under, and then or maybe reverse, get the notes so you know what notes you're playing under, and then get the intervals down. So then when you do understand too that making something from a major third to a minor third, you know the pattern and you could just move back one fret. But that's what I feel like sometimes when you watch certain uh, instructors, especially like Rick Beato, they understand it and they think that because they're saying it, that it's sinking in where they needed to start more simplistic. Um, but to go back to Keith's comment before about is that about a regimen and you go crazy, talking about burnt out. Has anybody ever experienced burnt out? Because we did a poll not too long ago, and not too many people said that they uh, have a break from playing guitar, uh, and I'm definitely not good at playing guitar at all. But I feel like if you're not getting burnt out, you're probably not pushing yourself, and you're not going out of your comfort zone, and maybe you are really good and you're always playing stuff that's really good, but are you finding something that you're working on that's challenging you, and are you just always being good and exceeding that and always doing better, and you're which is really cool, or are you trying to challenge yourself but then you're just giving up and not doing it and then falling back to the first position of the minor pentatonic scale? Because I found it weird that some people were like, "No, I just always play guitar," and like from playing guitar in the very beginning, I know that burnt out caused me the off and on again of playing guitar. So not too many people had like a side thing that they did, like whether it was pick up a book or draw or something. I mean, a couple people did, but a couple people were like, no, I just always play guitar. That's my outlet. But and maybe again, maybe you are good, but I feel like that if you are pushing yourself to learn more things, that it's got to be difficult. It's like the video where the guy is beating his hands and he kicks the guitar that I had in a couple of videos. That you just need to walk away and take a break. This is why YouTube is great. So many great instructors. You just need to find a few that jive what teaches in a way the best. Yeah, I mean it's definitely true. I think the ones that do better are the ones that understand their audience. Almost had a 10-year break of life things. I do better if I don't think about it too much. I do a lot of blues stuff. And I mean, that's cool too. Like, if you're not looking to know the why behind things, but I feel like if you don't understand the why, unless like you have like a great ear, you won't understand. Um, like you're playing something, it's in this scale. Even if you mess up, as long as you stay in that scale, it's going to sound generally okay, unless you go completely out of that scale. So, well, that's exactly that's my point. Is that I feel like if you're not harder on yourselves, then you're probably not testing yourself, and not you're ultimately still staying in that same little, you know, box, the comfort zone. Nobody likes to get really out of their comfort zone, but if you're not getting frustrated, and not saying breaking a guitar, but if you're not feeling like I need to take a little bit of a break, uh, and I don't say frustrate yourself, but to back off on that. I play guitar and mow my lawn. Been playing since '76 and still learning new stuff. Don't go to bed angry. Same with guitar. End the session on a high note. Do you mean like a high note, like on the high E, or do you mean like on a that is a deserving of a poor joke? It's like a dad joke. Exactly. Or you take a week off. Sometimes, like I feel like if you get too burnt out and you just keep on pushing through the burnout, that you actually fizzle out, and then that's when you kind of just like throw your hands up. All right, Tom F. Good to see you, man. Take care. See, that's what too is that you might be taking in way too much and feeling like it's intricate. And really, when you start putting the pieces together, it's not really all that intricate. Like Chris had stated before, that it's really just the same pattern all over the neck. And that really kind of what it is that, like I don't have any diagrams, but just calling out the fingers, if you're doing for the minor pentatonic scale, 1 4, 1 3, 1 3, starting on the low E, when you go to your D, it's just 3 frets up or 2 frets up, same pattern. Just when you get to that B, now that 1 3, you just have to slide that one up, your last one. And I know this is really complicated, but some people might be singing in, is just up 1 fret. And it's really just that same pattern in different places. So if you always know that pattern and you find an A, it's on the 5th fret, it's on the 7th fret, it's on the 10th fret, so on and so forth. So we try to take too much in because we want to learn so quick instead of just starting small and working our way up. And that's why I feel like, especially from the on and off again of me playing, I have realized that is that I've gotten knowledge and I lost it. Then I go back and I retain some of it, and it's kind of like a little bit of an up and an up and up and up type of thing. I hit a huge wall this week, really struggling to make content, not sure how to keep going. So, I mean, I don't want to turn this into like a creator thing, but I have definitely felt that way. And I think you have to look at where you're at, what you're looking to accomplish. As far as what is your motivation, what, like, not saying that everybody's looking to be rich or anything like that, but this is where I might piss some people off with the whole mantra here that I'm about to say is, but if you're getting into, and not saying you are, but if you're getting in YouTube to make money, stop. don't do it. Unless you see like you have, I would say within your first month that you have some awesome content, you have viral moments, you're not going to be making money in YouTube for at least and I'm looking at myself, for me personally, probably if I were to do this for 7 years, I'll give myself, I'd break even for what I do as far as my channel. A lot of you guys are a lot more accomplished than me, a lot more polished. I would say it's going to be 5 years before you're that break even, making ish money type of point. I mean, some of you aren't like, you have your own content, you don't even have to go out and buy stuff, so that might be something. But if you get 1,000 views when you're monetized, you're going to make $3 on a video. So that's what I mean, is like, you put 20 minutes into shooting a video if you're good, an hour editing and uploading, comment moderation. Let's say balls to the walls, you're awesome, and it's 3 hours worth of work from all that for 1,000 views, $3. That's $1 an hour you just made. So there is a whole bunch of YouTube channels out there. There's more happening every single day. I think if you watch content creator people like vidIQ, Think Media, which you should if you have a channel so you understand it more. There's, I think they said 20. Don't quote me on the word, but it's an insane amount of videos uploaded every minute, and you're competing with that. Not just because it's a guitar niche too. You're up your space on YouTube, so creating too much is actually a bad thing, and you take it for what it's worth. But if everybody in here right now is watching everybody else's stuff, we have 42 people here. If we have 30 creators here, let's say, and you got to watch everybody's stuff, if you're putting up 20, 30-minute videos every single day, you're either usurping everybody's time, or people aren't watching your stuff because they're trying to stay current with everybody else's stuff. Ideally, 2 to 3 videos a week if you can. YouTube wants things, especially when you're starting in the beginning, 8 minutes or more, because then they can run an ad. They can run ads before and after. But yeah, I mean, for me personally, that was my moment. Sorry, I didn't realize this is still on there. Is that I don't care anymore. I don't care if a video goes up and it makes 10,000 views, it makes 1,000 views, it makes 100 views. I'm actually more interested on comments, interacting with people, and that's about it. I'm making content for you. Hopefully people enjoy it, what I do, and I'm not like doing that's another thing, is not content for the person. If that's what you're looking to do, is because you're not making videos so that you could watch them. You're making videos so that people could watch them. So I'm not really longer caring about the metrics on it. I post a video and I don't even look at it anymore. I don't look at to see, oh, am I at a 50 views this week? Am I at 100 views this week? Am I at 200 views this week? Or this day. And yeah, and I'm in obviously a completely different situation. I'm doing this for sanity reasons, but uh, I hate to burst anybody's bubble and shit on anybody's work, but uh, it was like I made a joke last night on Ted's live stream about Fourth Wall is going to start charging us because everybody has a merch store. Well, I mean that's kind of really is true. I mean, we all have merch stores. We're taking up space on Fourth Wall's server somewhere, how little it may be. They actually just recently, last month, limited you to 50 items. If you want more than 50 items, then you have to pay a monthly subscription because that probably came about from everybody starting to really get on. Like, I don't know, I've probably sold like 5 things, I think. Um, but we're taxing their server and they're not making money off of us. So eventually they're going to come after us more. But um, yeah, I mean, I've definitely hit those walls, and um, I understand exactly what you're going through. I would just say that if um, look at what you're posting and who you're posting to, and jump back in the chat. I'm looking to have fun while I play. That's it. West Creek has a fat neck, and not in it for the money, but just the chicks. Yeah. Um, yeah, the last time I looked at my metrics, I think it's like 99.9% males, so I'm definitely not doing it for the chicks. Yeah, I mean that's another thing too. Is along with burnout is getting fatigued and too much. No, no YouTube money, but I'm generating business over here. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I that and that's on a quick video. I mean, I think I think if I made $30 on a video, the time and effort that went into it was probably 10 hours of editing, an hour of shooting, probably 2 hours. Is probably equates to like $2 an hour. Probably a product that I bought too, so I lost money on top of it. So um, numb thumb. Yeah, no, especially mine was an opposite. Mine was a get in debt stream scheme, and not a get it. Yeah, um, it's very tough, especially because unless you have like a background in something else too, as far as like editing and or public speaking or things like that, you're learning so much stuff in the beginning that I make videos to hear myself talk. Well, I try to always answer every comment and answer emails when I can, and definitely a lot of emails. But you get to a certain point where, I mean, I could imagine if person did actually honestly answer all of their uh, messages outside. Like I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers, and if you, I don't know, extrapolate that or whatever the word is, if you to somebody that has 200,000 subscribers, and it's not a person that has a team, it probably is difficult to actually really reach back out to everybody. I'm not really worried about the analytics, but I find them interesting to look at. Just interesting to see what does and doesn't hit. Yeah, I mean, it's really it's the packaging, the thumbnail, and the title. Uh, and actually, saw an interesting. This is probably boring everybody that doesn't have a channel. An interesting video recently about called the no thumbnail, which is the kind of like you'll see sometimes. I've even done it occasionally, but didn't even realize I was doing it. Is like where you like just hold up a product and you put WTF and that's it. So it's not like, you don't know what the product is, you don't know what is wrong with it, or but too many words on a thumbnail is bad. Like if you got to read a novel, um, like if you think about it, like some people, I don't know if everybody has this, but if you have mouse over on your thumbnail, imagine mousing over a thumbnail. Like I'm bringing the cursor over now. Imagine bringing it over and the screen changing. Can the person read what's on the thumbnail in that time frame? If you have too much going on, then probably not, and you're already losing your your appeal. And then if you're tagging like the doing the at and the pound sign and all that stuff in your descriptions, it's could be off-putting to people. I just wanted to show that I could play. It was not terrible. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's, hey man, anything that you do every day makes you better. And as long as you're trying to understand the why. You're definitely hitting that market then. Nice. Chicks dig YouTube creators, yeah. Maybe the ones like Mr. Beast that have money and stuff like that. If I played out, people need barf bags. I'm not a great player, but I got fully 15 minutes. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing too is that if it's a hobby, that's pretty awesome. Um, I hate to brag, but I have the luxury of not having a job or something to take me away from this, so it kind of is like I can put a little more work into it, but um, what I do is a pain in the ass. So it is a hobby, but also trying to make it somewhat of a thing and trying to help people out. I stream as much as I do because I'm compelled to by the court to do 5 hours. There you go. That's a good way to put it too. Yeah, it. I mean, and also too, some people want to have their demographics checked off too. Um, make confuse people. Thank you, man. There he is. We didn't go too off the rails. We're actually on point with the thumbnail, but I may not be the best, but I'm the best I've ever seen. See, I could say the opposite because I have, always gotten better and then fell off and gotten better and fell off. So right now I'm not actually as good as I once was. I don't know how the rest of that song goes, but definitely definitely getting better. I give so many people so much credit that have full-time jobs and do YouTube, especially like Steve Cassidy does great stuff and has a full-time job, um, is unbelievable. Of all the channels on YouTube, I'm one of them. Me too. That's something we have in common. And so the other part was, what are some of your other, um, like some of the channels that you follow for instruction, um, like that one right here. I should have put them in the what you call it, the description of tonight. But this is the one we mentioned before, Sam Jam Guitars. You probably can't throw links in unless you're a moderator. Uh, so if you just mention the channel name, maybe he's one of the other moderators, or I can try to look it up and maybe throw the link in. But there's that one. And go back up to Uncle Ben, throw him in here. See, I like it when it's not only like so. These are like two polar opposites. Like Sam Jam is really informative, but kind of dryish speaking. So it's like you get the good knowledge, but the um, basically like that boring teacher, but you learned a lot in high school. And then Ben Eller here is the other one, is the one I talked about. Thank you, Roy, for putting me onto him. He's very amusing. Like, just you can watch his stuff over and over again. Funny shit, and get to learn a lot from him too. So, like, what are some of the channels that you all watch for instructional purposes? I watch broadcast guitar pretty closely. Still above my head. I don't think I know that one. Should probably take notes myself, because I don't know how fast people are going to come in with a broadcast guitar. See if I can find that. Talks amongst yourselves. This is probably going to be hard to find because it's probably going to be like a broadcaster. Broadcast guitar. I don't think that's the one I'm looking at, and it only has like 163 subs. Oh, it might be new. No. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. Might be a different one. There's one that gets a little too. It's like borderline sometimes. Let's see. I'm subscribed to way too much stuff. Um, the lives here, Ricky Comiskey, and I can jump on them. They're fun, informative sometime. But this is the thing: is that he has a good, I would say, well-rounded audience. So he's got to hit multiple target people. Shameless plug for Keith Melendez over there. Marty Music. Yeah, I mean, my house studios really isn't a instructional. That's a guitar building. Oh well, hopefully we could put some more people on your radar. Um, I don't always get out, but try. Steve Stein guitar lessons and the Jerky Boys. Let's see, find Steve Stein. I forget this other guy's pretty funny too. Thought about Steve. You know what? I think I've seen it. Oh, I'm gonna chuck him in here. Give him a sub too. I might have been subscribed to him one time and just fell off. Um, oh no, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it disparaging like that. I just meant that like it might not be the channel that I was talking about. If he's instructional, usually the instructional ones go pretty well. Um, yeah, there's another one. I was gonna sign up for his. He has like a 52-week guitar. Damn it. This was like a spur of a moment type. Here it is. Brandon Dion. I was gonna sign up for his. He has like a 52-week program thing, but I think it's like $2,000. Which, when you think about it, I think it's $2,500. But that's like, I think you do like 3 things a week or something. So it's like less than $25 a lesson, I believe. So, Jason Reed. Yeah, my house is really cool, but he's not a guitar teacher, guitar builder. Jason Reed, I got. Write that one down. Can't find. Eric Hagen. Yeah, I mean, you could build the shite out of a guitar, but we're talking about people that can teach a guitar. Eric Hagen. That's funny. I'm actually subscribed to him. But never. Probably subscribed to him one day and just never watched his stuff, but chuck him in there too. Let's see. Jens Larson has a really good quick tips and tricks for jazz guitar. Yes, he is. I mean, that's the thing is like there's so many I thought I would like see a couple of. I mean, unless people are seeing somebody mention somebody, they're not mentioning them after. But I would think there would have been a lot of like same Marty Music or this guy. Oh, that is him. Just that's interesting. Post him up, see if we can broadcast guitar. Look that back up. Oh, that's not a guitar pedal. Maybe it just doesn't post frequently enough. There we go. That's cool. I'll have to check them out. Yeah, Rob Baker too. I could post them, but I think you probably all know who Rob Baker is. I actually sign up for his courses. He has the things, and I go through them every once in a while. But Dr. Andre Flood is a pretty good instruction program. But yeah, Guitar Lessons 365. Yeah, that's a good one. Hub Guitar. Never heard of that one. Yeah, I started before I started. No, actually, I was. It's probably 2 or 3 months into this. I started one of his courses, but fell off of it because it was like a interactive progress course and just trying to do the YouTube thing. I used to watch him back in the day, and again, yeah, he's somebody too that has like a wide encompassing audience. Sometimes I felt like I watched a video of his and I got completely lost, and then like other times it was like spot on. Yeah, I never really got into the John Nathan Cordy thing. RJ Ronquillo. Lots of classes on blues. Is he? Does he? Actually, I've never really. I've always watched his review stuff. Does he do videos on lessons, or do you have to sign up for? Let's see. Yeah, maybe he did lessons back in the day, but on here. But it looks like it's all reviews. I always watch him for when his reviews come out of different pieces of gear and stuff. It looks like he's got some playlists here, so that'll be a link to his playlists here. But yeah, RJ's really cool. And if you ever hang out on Ben's channel, you may see him occasionally pop in or actually being interviewed. VHS type Starlicks. Cool. Cool. Oh, he has teaching videos too. I saw that he has some playlists, so he might have some older stuff too. But yeah, so hopefully put some people onto some new people. I got a list over here to check out some people. So, but Which one gets us playing VHS to 2 yards? Well, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's all I really pretty much had for tonight. It's off the rails, which these were always intended supposed to go only for an hour, but I don't think I could ever keep anything for under an hour. But we'll disable the crowns for future since that was the poll winner. No more crowns on this channel. You're all number one. Yeah, I watch Andy Guitar every once in a while. Sean Daniels. I don't think. See, the problem is there's just so many out there, unless they make a. I wasn't subscribed to Sean Daniels. See if I ever. Yeah, no, I don't think I ever was. Yeah, there's just. I mean, there's just so many instructional things out there. It's like you gotta have your own niche or your own way. That's why I really dig Ben Eller and Ricky Comiskey because he does the live thing. My supervisor recently asked me in all sincerity, what's an email? Yeah, that's great. That's your supervisor. Oh, we already gave Keith the shameless plug before. Oh, yeah, so Saturday's video, hopefully get that done soon on the GPU Valatin, whatever it is, Valatin. And then probably do the part 2 of that with the little MIDI thing I got over here going on. And then, yeah, next Wednesday we'll unbox some stuff so you know what some future videos are on. Although I might not probably have to shoot them. So we got some pickups coming. I guess I probably have to demo a guitar to use to put those pickups in. I think we'll call it here in about 15 minutes ish. The Under the Bus network will be starting up, I think, right? Or they're probably going already. 10 o'clock, you have the Bald Shredder. And then tomorrow we have 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Steve Cassidy will be live. And then Avery's going live, I believe. 8 o'clock. And 9:05 would be Trans Trem Thursday with the OU812 crew. So, yeah, world record short stream. Probably not my shortest, but close to. Actually, my shortest I think was the first one. Was an hour and 14 minutes. Good luck with the move, Keith. Appreciate everybody tuning in for one of these another boring off the rail streams. Hope you guys like this. Kind of breaks up the flow a little bit. And yeah, you guys all rock, and we'll see you next time.